and Wagner. Then there's Jalen. The power forward position.
Here we go.
And for the 76ers. Running the wings, it's Oubre. Embiid, and it's Maxey in at the one spot. And out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession. Wagner against George. Pass to Suggs. You know, Clark, when you take a look at how these teams play, is it fair to expect a slower pace of the game?
I certainly think so, partner. I mean, both teams are extremely disciplined. They're not really interested in going up and down in a windshield wiper fashion. They value taking care of the ball and playing in the half court.
And it's blocked. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And Embiid pulls it down. Here's Maxey. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist.
Just way too fast for him. Maxey quick on the drive.
Maxey against Suggs. Batadze the pass to Suggs. And he comes up with the deuce.
Once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office. Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
The 76ers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. First one falls for him. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Hey guys, well, the Magic were one of last season's most improved teams, and with the addition this summer of Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, they've addressed an area of real need. A player who can space the floor, add to their already stout defense, and has championship pedigree. They're going to continue to rise in this league, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Now, here is Martin. Following the missed shot by Franz Wagner. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Oubre kicks to George. Sinks the three-pointer.
Smooth and consistent. That's how I describe George's three-point shooting.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. The Magic making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. While we can, let's have a peek at the league's top foul shooting teams over the course of the last month. Fifth on the list, the Magic.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
The Magic trail by 3. Pass to Bitadze. Caldwell Pope against Oubre. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Wagner outside. Here's Bitadze. And Wagner has it in the corner. Shot from the wing. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And it goes down to 2 points. Maxi's got his second bucket of the night. Throughout his career, Clark, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Bitadze. The Magic again can't hit. Here's Philadelphia. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Oubre can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 7. Suggs kicks to Caldwell Pope. Over to the left wing. Wagner from long range. A three-pointer is right on target.
Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go.
2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Here's Bitadze. Guarded by Embiid. Bitadze can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 4. Oubre, no one around him. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Kelly Oubre Jr. dialing it up from 3. The sweet lefty.
Wagner passes to Bitadze. Suggs kicks to Wagner. With the shot. It's hauled in by George.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. They've got Howard. Black is out there with Wendell Carter. And it's Houston in at shooting guard. And here is Howard after Eric Gordon hit the 3. Pass to Black. Back to Howard. Here's Black. While recovering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the paint. Carter lays it up off the glass. Carter's got his first basket of the night.
This is where Carter Jr. looks to score from, using his size to his advantage.
Here's McCain. Oh, good with the triple. Clark, what do you think about the Orlando Magic? winning 47 games last season. Their most in over a decade.
Boy, I love the core of this group in Orlando, Kevin. The development of their young guys, Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner, and the rest of those guys already starting to pay dividends. They could be a force for a while. These young guys are only going to get better.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And the 76ers with some changes. Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for Gordon, and Oubre subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Mo Wagner's checked in for Orlando. And now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Right wing. Howard in the post. Embiid's there. From downtown. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
So it's Orlando now after the missed three from Joel Embiid. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Now here's Oubre. Stolen by Carter. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Sunday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And you know, for that matchup with Oklahoma City, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Howard. That's tipped. Here's Wagner. The Magic again can't hit. The 76ers leading by 4. Martin the pass to George. De Silva with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you. Points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Suggs. 17 points for him last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
And it's Martin missing. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion. Great agility. Love watching that young fella play.
Now, here's Wagner. 35 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Now George. After Jalen Suggs missed from long range.
There's not much a defender can do when George decides to go up with the pull-up. I mean, you got to respect both his shooting and his driving ability because of his speed on the dribble.
And it's Suggs missing. Philadelphia leading by 6. Latrey. The rebound by Batadze. Here's De Silva. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
Taking a look here now at the 76ers, they knew it was going to be a tough year. And I got to say, it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
And circling back to the first half of our game, Paul George had his fingerprints all over it. Thanks for joining us. Now
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Paul George really making a difference here.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Maxey and Oubre, they have the guard duties. Joel Embiid out there with Martin, and it's George in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's George. Nice defense from Wagner. The Magic trail by 4. Pass to De Silva. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Philadelphia on D. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Back to Suggs. Shot clock at 5. Wagner passes to Suggs. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. Number 1, the Magic.
The coaching staff has emphasized the defensive end of the floor, and you can see over the last month they've really improved, doing a great job of keeping their opponents' points down.
Maxey against Suggs. And George kicks to Maxey. Back to George. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
That puts them in the lead. De Silva's got his first points of the night.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Oubre on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Outside for George. Hits it from 3-point range. George has got 11 points.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Suggs passes to Bitadze. And stolen by Maxey. Here's Oubre. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jalen Suggs.
Oubre able to get here a lot with how aggressive he is with the ball in his hand.
And he makes the first but misses the second. The Magic trail by 3 to the wing right side. Here's Bitadze, guarded by Embiid. Bitadze the pass to Suggs. Knocked loose. And now Orlando on the break. Houston's shot is off. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Mo Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third. Suggs passes to Wagner. Clock at 4. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Houston. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And here's Oubre outside for Martin. And now Orlando on the break. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Bitadze.
Jalen Suggs serving up an assist. Boy, he is a capable point guard.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes for Philadelphia. Yabusele, he's checked in for Embiid. Martin comes in for Martin. And Gordon subbed in for Oubre. Maxey, no good. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Stolen by Gordon. Moving it up. Here's McCain. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
.40 seconds left to play in the third. Suggs against Maxey. Black dishes to Suggs. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Black. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to McCain. Gordon outside, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. 76ers lead by 4. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The 76ers leading by 4. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Wagner is out there with Carter. Then there's Howard. Then there's Black. And it's Joseph in at the shooting guard position. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
We know Gordon can shoot it, but there he reminds us that he can flush it too.
Here's Black. Wagner outside. Back to Black. Pass to Carter. Here's Black. Back to Carter. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Philadelphia's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. outside Gordon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
When you're guarding Gordon, you've got to be careful. He excels at drawing fouls and playing through contact.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Kelly Oubre's checked in for Kyle Lowry. The change for the Magic. McClung's checked in.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Carter, the pass to Black. Isaac with the ball. Pass to McClung. Here's Black. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players, if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep, too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
George looking around, pulls from the top of the key, shoots from 14, and there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by George. Embiid's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I was able to listen in on what Jamal Mosley was going over with his team. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Caldwell Pope with it. George picks him up. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Now, that's where you like your shots to come from.
On the free throw, no good. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
No one near Suggs as he lets it go. The Magic again can't hit.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Philadelphia.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
And you got to believe that's important. I mean, it's one thing to lose both games of an interconference series. It's a whole different story losing all 4 games to a team from your own conference.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for George.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Black. That one falls coming off Carter's feet.
Easy look provided by Wendell Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can share the rock.
And it's Gordon missing. from deep three-point territory. Can't get it to fall. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Paul, a great team effort defensively. So what were your points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we have to do. We have to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Well, y'all were real disruptive tonight, man, and it led to the win. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Paul George.
I'm like a balance through the hood. Kids call me